Hey guys, this is Ron. Wanted to do a quick video. A couple weeks ago, around Black Friday, I had a contest to win a PS5, as you can tell, and the interest was just incredible. So I wanted to do a video talking about how I went about trying to bag one of the consoles. So what I wanted to do is go through an article I just released on my blog and kind of walk you through that real quick. The title of the blog, and it's the latest article in my blog. So, how to buy a PlayStation 5 before Christmas. And what I do is I talk about, I'm primarily trying to target like parents who don't have time, who are so busy, because I know with me it was a time consuming effort to try to purchase one of these consoles. So I wanted to give you guys some of my tricks and tips and some data analysis that I did as well. I'm a data analyst by day, so I wanted to kind of combine my hobby as well as my kind of side hustle. So this was a good opportunity to do so. As you can see in this chart, I kind of displayed the major retailers and when they had online restocks. As you can see, Sony had the most, as indicated in green, restocks, and they normally occur during Monday through Friday, from 3 to 6. That was kind of the sweet spot. And compared to the other retailers who haven't really dropped a lot of new consoles for sale, that's definitely the best way to acquire a console. Now, I also went through what I the process I had to go through, because Sony, they've actually done a good job of trying to fight against the bots and trying to give real people the opportunity to purchase the console. So what they do is they line you up in a queue as soon as they make their consoles available for resale or available for purchase. So what they do is they start this queue, and as soon as you go to their site, you'll get placed in this queue, and you'll normally see that there's about an hour left. But once you get in the queue, it usually only lasts about 20 minutes for them to kind of open up the checkout, and then checkout goes probably for about 10 minutes, and then it's over with. So once you get in, you'll see this first screen, and then the next screen that you'll see is, hopefully you'll start to see that you only have 4 minutes or a few minutes left, and that usually will occur after about 15-20 minutes. So, but if you still see an over hour left, and you probably didn't get one of the random tickets to actually access the checkout process. So just before you're about to go into the checkout process, you'll see that they'll give you a message, it's your turn, and they'll redirect you to the checkout process. Now, in this particular queue that I have this screenshot, I had already said that the consoles were sold out, so it really didn't make any sense for me to go in. But I did get in the queue one time while there was, or actually twice while there was still consoles available. And then you just add to cart and you go through the normal checkout process as far as shipping and payment information. Hopefully you've already filled that out. That's one of the tips that I usually tell everyone to, even make a purchase, just so you know what the checkout process is like, so you can get through it quick, because that's one of the things that you're going to have to go through the process as quickly as you can, because it won't be long before they run out of stock. And hopefully you'll get this error, this screen message, your order was successfully processed. So I've gotten into the queue 10 times, and I've gotten in to check out twice with stock still available. So I'm kind of thinking that it's about a 20% chance that you can get into the checkout process. One of the other things that is no longer a thing, Walmart was having a lot of walk-in purchases. So you could go to your local Walmart and actually purchase the PS5 in the store. So it kind of depended on two variables: when the truck would come, and also if they had any inventory, at all. So what was happening is some WalMarts were giving out as soon as the truck came in. They would, sell out whatever consoles that they unloaded off the truck, and some would just keep them and kind of store them up, and then they would release them in the morning. What they would do is people were lining up at these Walmarts and hoping to get a chance to purchase when the stores open. Now, some of the stores didn't do like a ticketing process, which was crazy because people were just rushing to get to the electronic department. But for the most part, I think a lot of them did do a ticketing process. So the first time that I tried, I got to the Walmart 5 minutes after they opened, and there was already a line of about 40 people in the electronics department, and they had only had 14 consoles for sale. So I said, okay, let me try it again the next day. And what I did was I looked at online to see how much inventory they had. At that point, Walmart was making that information public. So a lot of the stores in my area had already sold out. But there were 3 more rural Walmart. So I was like, okay, I'll take a chance and go in the morning. So luckily, I got there around a half an hour before they opened, and there were already 10 people in line. So I said to myself, I'm willing to wait an hour, but that was my max. But I ended up getting there half an hour before. So probably about 15 minutes before open, the store manager came out and he handed out like maybe 5 more tickets. He had already been out earlier and he had given the other people in line tickets. So I got my ticket, and they had only 12 consoles. So the person behind me was the luckiest person in line. Of course, people continued to come, and they still waited in line. I'm sure by the time the Walmart opened, there was probably another 30 people behind us. So the store manager escorted us back to the electronics department, and we started purchasing our PS5. So, but like I said earlier, this is no longer a thing. I think Walmart yesterday, or actually today is the 14th, Monday, December 14th, and they said that they weren't going to do any more walk-ins. So I think they're still happening because some of the Walmart still have inventory, and I think they're just selling off that inventory. So, but this was a fantastic opportunity to actually purchase your console. But this is a window that lasted about 2 weeks. They started doing this probably last couple of days in November, and it pretty much lasted for 2 weeks. So but this is no longer the deal. So everything is online, and you can see here's me purchasing my console at Walmart. So it's just completely an online deal right now, and that's why I wanted to try to do this more strategically, looking at some data, giving some tips and tricks to help you guys secure your PlayStation. So some of these other retailers like GameStop and online, Myers and Newegg, you're going to have a hard time getting through their checkout process just because their sites just can't handle the load of traffic that's hitting their site. So it's kind of a frustrating process, but people have been successful. So, I would go ahead and try. You may get lucky. There's probably a better opportunity with some of the bigger wholesale retailers like Sam's, BJ's, and Costco. Of course, you're not competing against as many people because it's only sold to members. It's a member-only purchase. So you may, if you have a family member or friend, you can get on their card, until they're sold out. But that's another way. The other thing with these other retailers, they sell bundles, so you're gonna have to dish out a little more cash. They don't just sell the standalone console. So I go through a lot of tips and tricks. Go to the website, check it out. I probably mentioned a lot of those little tips and tricks. Here are another important section are the Twitter followers that you want to follow. And actually, let me go over here because Linus Wilson, he's definitely someone you want to follow. He's probably the primary guy. And what you want to do is you just want to follow him and then click on their account and make sure you set the bell notification. So it was already set. So make sure you set that because then whenever they post, you'll be notified and it'll show up in your notifications. So, but it'll also show up on your laptop or your mobile phone that they just posted something. And then they'll have a link to where which retailer just dropped some stock, and then you want to go to that site and try to purchase your console. Of course, there's another option. Hopefully, it's the last resort, and you don't have to resort to this. But eBay and Facebook Marketplace and StockX, they have resellers, individual sellers who will be more than happy to charge you double or 3 times retail price. And of course, there's a lot of scammers out there, so please be careful. And I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't give out any cash before I actually see the product and inspect it. As well as, don't. If there is some product protection, purchase protection plans that some of like eBay and I think Facebook have. So at least protect yourself if you're gonna try to purchase that way. But I wouldn't send anyone any money through Cash App or Venmo or PayPal independently unless you have some type of purchase protection. Yeah, so just wanted to do a quick video. I was lucky enough to secure 3 of these. So it can be done. We just got to be smart about it. Look at the data and just have a little bit of patience and do some prep work ahead of time. And I think you'll be successful. We got a whole week left. There's going to be a lot of drops. We already know that Best Buy is going to drop sometime tomorrow. They already confirmed it. It's going to be sometime after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be on the lookout for that. Also, I'll be going live on YouTube, and whenever a retailer drops some stock, because that was helpful for me when I was trying to purchase. Just going into YouTube and being on someone's channel, and they were kind of walking you through the process and telling you stay online or keep refreshing or whatever. They're not out of stock yet, so that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. So whenever a retailer goes, when they start to drop their stock, I'll be on YouTube. You can find my YouTube channel, Man Cave Day. It should be easier to find if you do a search. So I think that's about it. I hope you guys are lucky. I think this week there's going to be a lot of activity. I'm sure that Sony is going to do a lot of their queues. I was kind of surprised they didn't do one today. It's Monday, December 14th, but usually they do Tuesday through Thursday pretty much consistently. So definitely you have Best Buy tomorrow, and I can almost put money on it that Sony Direct will be going live sometime between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I guess I'm going to leave it there, wrap it up here. All right, guys, take care. Good luck.